Okay, so welcome back to my channel. It's me, Charisma, again. My previous video, the last thing I left off on was moisturizing. So, as I said, you can definitely use moisturizer as a primer for your foundation. Now, this is going to be about makeup basics. Now, when I first started wearing makeup, of course, I was only using those little spongy things and then like the tips of my fingers. And I mean, I think it worked out fine, but then I realized the beauty of brushes and what they can do for you. So I definitely think you need to invest in some brushes. And I know like MAC can definitely be very expensive because I think the most expensive brush I've seen for them was probably like 40 something dollars. I think it was a Kabuki brush. I don't own that brush because I'm not P Diddy. I don't see myself spending that much money on a brush. I mean, I do have some of them. Like I have the 168. This brush is typically used for blush because it has a nice little angle and it's fluffy and it definitely does get good coverage for brushes. But yeah, so you definitely should invest in some brushes. I think that Eco Tools has a good set of brushes because it has like a tiny little kabuki. It has this nice little blush brush. It has like a flat shader brush. It has a concealer brush. But you need to definitely invest in brushes because brushes will become your best friend. Even if it's only like five. Like if you're just wearing eyeshadow, you probably maybe only need like two or three. And you definitely need one for your crease. You definitely need one to blend. And you definitely need one to like put the application on your lid. So I definitely think that you should invest in brushes. And sometimes people still do use sponges for certain things. Like I know like when I need to like smudge my eyeliner, I use a sponge. I think it smudges it better. Like I have a smudger. It's like called a smudger brush. And I'm dropping stuff. Damn it. Okay, so it's called a smudger brush. And it's kind of like has like a sponge tip, but it's long. I like to work with long utensils. I think that's why I like MAC brushes because they're long. And even like when I'm using pins, I have to put the cap on them to make them feel long. So yeah. I even know that some people they actually buy paint brushes. And sometimes paintbrushes can be pricey depending on where you get them from. But a lot of times the bristles can be hard and harsh on your skin. So you need to try to find bristles that feel good on your skin and are not hard and not like burning your skin. Because I've had like a really cheap brush that hurt when I was trying to blend. I'm like, oh, it's burning. But anyway, so I think that should be about it on brushes. I mean, if you plan on wearing blush, you don't necessarily have to get the 168 because I don't remember how much this costs. I want to say it was like $17. It might have been more. I don't remember. I bought this a while ago. But there definitely are people who make dupes. Like Coastal Scents makes good brushes for the most part. I do admit they smell weird when you first get them, so make sure you wash them. But they usually like every Friday they have like a sale, so sometimes they have like 10% off your whole order. So you should probably get some brushes from them, definitely. Because I have like a lot of my brushes are Coastal Scent brushes because I'm like my best friend, like she probably has like every MAC brush. Like she gets excited when new brushes come out. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not buying brushes. Like I'd rather buy every eyeshadow that MAC has than buy every brush they have. Like because they can be easily substituted. Coastal Scents, they have pretty good brushes. Like most of my brushes are Coastal Scents. Like this is one of my favorite brushes for whatever reason. I don't use this on eyeshadow because it's too big for eyeshadow. I use this like to put like powder on under my eyes, like to set my concealer. But yeah. So you should probably invest in some brushes. And even if you have sponges, like the little spongy applicators, you can use some of those. Um, what else? So besides brushes, maybe a face primer. I personally use moisturizer as a face primer, but like I said, I don't wear foundation. Now, you guys probably really don't believe me because on camera my skin looks really good, and it doesn't look that bad in person. I don't think, but I don't wear foundation. A good face primer, I personally think you should probably use a moisturizer. Depends on what look you're going for because they definitely do have, like I know MAC, they sell like this gel that makes everything look matte. Like everything look matte. I think you can use them on your eyeshadow because MAC has like a lot of products that you can use for most read. Excuse me, I have a message. Oh, for my financial. Oh, oh, okay. So hopefully I'm getting some financial aid from school. But anyway, here's somewhere. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah, you probably need a face primer. Definitely think that if you have certain things you want to hide, like I don't really have like really bad under eye darkness, but you definitely should get a concealer. Depending on how bad, like, cause you can use concealer to cover acne. Typically, they say like your concealer should be a little bit lighter than your skin tone, from what I understand. And then the one that you're using on your acne, because for typically they're darker, you should use a slightly darker concealer, or maybe even the same color. And then when you're doing it, I'm just gonna use this brush. And when you're doing it, and you press the brush into the concealer and you turn it, and then you do the same thing on your face, because pimples have like if you get like a microscope and can really examine a pimple, they have like different grooves and stuff, and you want it to cover it, not to just be on top of the pimple. So yeah, I know that Coastal Scents. I know I keep talking about Coastal Scents, and I'm telling you, I have no like partnership with YouTube, and nobody's telling me to say this, but they have some concealer. They have these camouflage quads, and they have this one that's like 4 colors and like blue, yellow, purple, and green. And I know for a fact like the green cancels out like redness, and then like I think the one of the other colors cancels out like purple. It's not going to be the I think it's the yellow. The yellow cancels out purple. But that may be something you want to invest in. I'm pretty sure like they're like $8, like all of them, and they have light, medium, and dark. And I think it definitely is a good coloring, because even the 4, if you buy all 4 sets, you can still mix and match colors to make it your perfect shade. I definitely believe that you can do that with that. So that's a good investment, a good concealer. I'm gonna say it again. I've been using the Studio Finish concealer, and then they have like this other one, this moisturizing one. Whoa, it says Select Moisture. MAC even has a heavier one than this. I think it's the Studio Scope. I think that's for people with heavy duty stuff to cover up. I just use it under my eyes because I don't really have no pimples right now. Usually I get some when my period's coming, and that won't be for like another 2 weeks. So yeah. So concealer. Make sure that you have somebody help you match it. I mean, I know everybody does not have MAC money. I don't always have MAC money. I just do it when I can. And I don't know. I think that if you go to the drugstore, just try to find the one that's supposed to see your skin color. And I know it's hard because a lot of times they don't, like, you can't, it's not like you can sample it. It's a different experience than going to a store where somebody can help you color match what you're trying to do. So just try maybe like one of the cheaper brands just to see what it's all about. If you like concealer, then, you know, go ahead. Then foundation. I mean, I probably am not the right person to be talking about foundation because I don't wear it. And I know that they have different ones for different types of skin. If you have oily skin, if you have dry skin, whatever. There are different coverages. I mean, being that I'm black, I just hit myself in the face. Did y'all see that? Being that I'm black, I find it kind of hard to find foundations that are well suited towards my face. And my school offers these 3 makeup classes with Bobbi Brown makeup, and apparently she has like a good plethora of colors for people of different ethnicities. So I'm definitely going to maybe go to, because I know like the store is in Montclair, New Jersey. Like this is one of her first actual Bobbi Brown stores. But they have like Bobbi Brown counters. I know they have some in Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom, all that stuff. But apparently she has like a good plethora of colors for skin tones. So maybe you guys should try Bobbi Brown for anybody who's my color, dark, maybe even a little bit lighter, because she has a lot of skin colors. MAC has a few skin colors, but I find that their foundations tend to break me out. And I think because a lot of times they're scented, I don't know. And maybe because some of them had the SPF, and like I said, SPF tends to break me out. They do have like good foundation colors for the most part. I know like in their foundation, I'm an MC45, and sometimes the bottle can be deceiving. But I'm running out of time, so I'm going to continue this in my next video. So this is going to be part 3. Yeah, part 3. So talk to you guys later. Bye.